Whew, I know I'm looking rough this morning. I just woke up and I just went through all my comments and maybe want to sit down and do a video real quick. I don't know if it'll be real quick. I say real quick and then, it's 20 minutes long. So we'll see how this goes. But just sitting there reading the comments and talking to you guys, it made me realize, like, obviously this is a drama channel, tea channel, whatever. It's mostly going to be talking about negative things. I mean, that's the nature of it. But, sometimes we just need a little tiny bit of positivity. And my comment section was a huge positivity, I'm losing words. It was a positive thing. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't even express or explain. I mean, y'all know how much you mean to me. It's the whole YouTube thing. Is I've watched YouTube for years. I've always thought about, like, what it would be like to have all these people, like, how much, looking at it from the outside, being like, wow, they have to appreciate that, right? Like, that's incredible. And of course, I never expected to have anyone watch. I've talked about that so many times. That wasn't a thought. I didn't think anyone would ever subscribe. I didn't ever expect to have people comment. And so it means the absolute world to me. And so I made a video about a creator in which I've now chosen to no longer mention his name. I will no longer address. I went into it and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this guy down. Like, in the heat of the moment, that was what I was thinking. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to pretend not. Like, that was my thoughts. I was like, I'm going to dig up all the dirt and I'm going to throw it out there. But honestly, I got to scratch the surface. I didn't even dig. I scratched the surface. And this creator has some serious issues and the things that he does, and I hope that it's all just like this fake personality to be like the most hated on YouTube to get that clout, I guess. I hope that, but I don't know that, okay? So once I had scratched the surface and saw what he's really about, it was just like, yeah, I'm not touching that. Not worth it. Nope. And I really realized, like, sitting back, like, yes, I said what I said. No, I'm not taking down my video, because I stand by what I said, but I don't believe it needs to go any further than that. Like, at the end of the day, this guy's doing a lot of messed up stuff to a lot of people, and I will say, I almost made another video when I got on Twitter and found out he came for Charlotte. You don't fuck with Charlotte. I love Charlotte. Like, I've loved her and her channel and all before I ever started making my own videos. There are certain people that I just, like, absolutely adore. Charlotte's one of them. So when I saw he came for her, I was like, I'm making another video. I'm doing it right fucking now. But I had to stop myself and realize, like, is this how we should handle it? And I did receive a comment saying, like, best thing to do is drop this one, and because of how he is, like, not because, oh, he'll come for you, because we can all handle that, but there's definitely more to him. That's what I'll say. So I read that, I thought about it, and I'm like, alright, I'm not going to say his name anymore. I've said what I had to say. I'm going to try my best to just let that shit go, because I think that's the best way to handle it. Now, I'm not saying for sure that I'll never speak on him again. You don't know what can happen. Shit may happen. Shit may come up. But for right now, that's what I'm planning to try to do. And Charlotte, if you see this, I love you. And we're going to get through this. And fuck him. But also, let's just maybe try to ignore him. At least start with, I guess. And we'll go from there. But I got your back. And Caroline, I love you so much. She was like, I got your back. Like, right off gate, I got your back. And it just means so much to me. Like, it really does. Again, having people that I watched before I ever made a video, like, just, it means so much, and it's so cool, and it's so exciting, and I love the YouTube shit. I love it so much. So the reason I'm here today, the reason why I wanted to make a video, is so we could have a little bit of a positive moment. Because going through those comments, you guys are awesome. I had so many people. First of all, to everyone who said, you know, sorry to hear about my husband. Try not to get too emotional. I might. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. It isn't easy. I miss him all the time. My husband wasn't a perfect guy by any means. He was on drugs. He was in and out of prison. Like, you know, it's not going to sugarcoat it. We were not like the happy family with a beautiful house and all this shit. You know, it was, you know, we're basic ass real people. He was struggling. But my husband was also really fucking awesome. He loved me and our child, more than life itself. There was nothing he wouldn't do when he could for us. And I ended up having to move out right before he passed away. And even then, like, even with us being separated and we weren't really sure where the relationship was going to go because he was still struggling, even then, there was literally nothing he wouldn't do to see us happy. And just because we're sitting here and we're talking, or I'm talking at y'all, let me share this story because I feel like it's a funny one. So I had moved out. Not because of him. He was actually in prison at the time, and other things happened, so I moved out. And then when he gets out, like I said, we were very unsure about where the relationship was going to go. It was kind of... We had been together for 10 years at this point. It's a long time, and it's a lot of the same stuff. And I finally I was like, look, you've got to get your shit together. I've got to take care of our kid. So that's kind of where we separated a bit. We never stopped loving each other. We never got divorced. We were still very much married. We were still very much in love. That was the thing I had to do. But I did try to date someone. And this will just show what type of person my husband was. But I tried to date this guy. And apparently, my husband snatched him up, took him somewhere, beat his ass, and was like, just want you to know, you hurt her, I hurt you. You pretend to play dad with my child, I'm gonna fuck you up. And then he drank a beer with him, and they ended up being friends. Me and that guy didn't last. But that was the type of person my husband was. He had my back through it all. And I miss him. And I don't think that I'll ever love anyone the way that I loved him. I mean, I know I won't. But there's never going to be anyone else who can love me the way that he loved me. Like, that was my person. So, I wanted to share that. So that, you know, I don't know. Just felt like sharing that. And you guys who said, you know, sorry and giving me support for that it does mean a lot. You know, I don't know how to explain it. It just means a lot. Because he was very special to me. And it is very hard. And I put on a lot of like, oh, I'm okay, I'm strong, I'm good. But sometimes it helps to hear people support you and be like, hey, I know this is fucking hard. So I appreciate that. I really do. Back to the more positive. I didn't mean for that to be sad. In no way was that a sad thing. I'm sorry. I loved my husband very much, and there's a lot of funny ass memories, and he was a wonderful guy. So I'm not trying to be all sad and shit sharing that with you. I just want to share some stuff. But back to my comments. Wow, you guys are just so... In YouTube, on YouTube, whatever, communities are built with the creator and the subscriber. And I believe that your community is a reflection of you and how you carry yourself and how you portray yourself in your content and what kind of content you have. And just saying, just off of comments and my subscribers, I'm so glad that I have y'all, like y'all in particular. So many people shared their story and, hey, I'm 5 years sober, 6 years sober, 15 years, 10 years. The fact that people would share that, because people can judge you. People, you say, oh, I used to do drugs. People are like, oh, fuck. So the fact that y'all felt comfortable enough and trust me enough and trust the community that we have with my subscribers enough to share that meant a lot. That blew me away, because there's places on YouTube where you don't feel safe to say something like that. So I'm glad that you guys do, and I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, that means everything to me. And for the people who shared those types of things with me, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because, you wouldn't know this if I didn't tell you, but I'm going to tell you. Recently, I've been struggling a bit with, since I've gotten sober, since I've been doing better, people know, especially in this town, it's a small town, people know a lot about what happened with my husband. Not too many people know about what I personally went through and what I've done, just because they don't. I'm very private and to myself. So when I got sober, I cut out everyone else that was doing the shit, and I moved on. And recently, I realized, after all these years, I don't talk about it very much. And I don't like that I don't talk about it, because that was a part of my life. And I'm not ashamed of it. I did what I did. It was a mistake. I could go on and on about how, people end up in those situations and how it's not always nobody wakes up one day and is like, I want to be a drug addict today. That doesn't happen. That's not how it goes down. Anyway, but I was at work recently and people were talking about doing drugs, right? And then when I walked by, they shut up real quick because they're like, oh, because I don't do anything anymore. I don't smoke weed. Not that I have anything against any of my potheads, okay? Y'all do you. I know what it's like. I don't mind. But I don't do anything now. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink. I do smoke cigarettes. It's a bad habit. Don't do that. But so everyone that knows me now automatically assumes oh, we got to be quiet. We can't talk about that around Nicole. Not because they know that I used to do this shit and they don't want to talk about it around me, but because they think I'm too good and I would never do anything like that. Which is, it's kind of funny, but it just made me realize recently, wow, I don't share enough of myself. I don't talk about that, and people don't even know that about me. And no, it's not the best thing you want to tell someone, but I want to be able to be open. So for this all to come about, and this all to happen right now, and have so many of you share with me what y'all have been through, that you are, 6, 10, 15 years sober, that really meant so much to me, and it really helped me realize that, yeah, there is nothing wrong with sharing what the hell I've been through, and I need to stop. It sounds like I'm intentionally hiding it from people in my life. It's just, I avoided talking about it, but now I can talk about it, and you guys, you being here, you watching my videos and commenting and everything, it helps me. It really does. And I want to be able to be there for y'all. So I want to put this out there. If any of you have struggled with addiction or losing people, anything, I don't care what it is. Say you fucking stomped your toe last night and you need someone to talk to because that really upset you. I want you to reach out to me if you're comfortable with it. I want to be able to give back what you give to me every day. Because it's every day. And I am so blown away by it every time, every comment. It just means a lot. And I want to thank y'all. And I wanted to turn this into more, like I said, a moment of positivity. Because this dude isn't worth going on and on about, you know? He's kind of just an ass, and we all can agree on that. He does some really messed up shit, so there's that. But if anything good came out of this, is that, yes, I went off and I got that part out, but that you guys were able to share your stories, and it helped me with things I've just personally been dealing with, and that we can all come together in this community and say, hey, this guy's fucked up, we don't like that, but we're here to support each other, and there's no shame in what we've done, and we can share this and, like, again, support each other. That's the bright side. Sometimes shitty things happen online, and I think that it's not talked about enough, the good that can come out of it. Conversations can be started. People can connect. And in this case, for me, I thought this was a very positive experience. You know, yes, it sucked that he said what he said, but we can look past that and look at the good. And you guys are the reason that this turned into something good. So I wanted to get on video, and I want to say thank you. Not just for supporting me and commenting things to me, but thank you for sharing your side and what you've been through and making this a positive thing. You know, looking through that comment section, it was all very, very positive. And I know that it's not always going to be that way. The more your channel grows, the more people trickle in to say stupid shit. But for you guys, I want this to stay positive with all of us. That means so much to me for y'all to be able to share and to have that respect amongst everyone. Yeah. It's just, it blew me away. It really did. You know, like I said, I've been dealing with just my own personal shit lately, and this happening at first, yeah, I was fired up, I was pissed, I had to get that out, and again, I'm not deleting that video, but I do think going forward that the best way to handle this is to be like, nah, fuck that, we don't know him, and we're gonna move on. Like, seriously, we don't know him anymore. But I really appreciate every single one of you, every comment that was left, everyone who shared. Thank you so much. Like, I hope you guys know that you are the reason that we have the community, the being able to do all this stuff. It's because of each and every one of you. If you weren't here, we wouldn't have this. So it means everything when you comment and you share your story, and to see y'all communicate with each other and be there and support each other. That means a lot. It's just, it's amazing. And I never expected this, but I'm so fucking grateful for it. I really am. So, I hope that, like I said, maybe this had a positive outcome. You know, to me it did. So I hope that, you know, for you it did too. Thank you guys so much. I love you so, so much. And I will see you in the next one.